away you go. Takes that into the landing area. And now the return across the 20. The Jets will go to work offensively. And their offense is under Geno Smith, who returns to where it all started. Jets didn't work all so well the first time around, but back here he's had some success in other places, and the Jets believe he can lead them down the field.
Yes, they do. They brought him here. He is back with the Jets. They believe that he is that piece that can get this offense going.
Braylon Allen is in the backfield for Smith. First down, they're going to go to Braylon Allen, and he gets just a couple of yards, not much there. Steelers defensively do it. Some of the players expected to make an impact tonight. These are presented by your neighborhood Ford store. Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We expect to see a lot from Howard and Al last week, and so did Gabriel Rubio.
They both did. Jennings did a nice job of coming out of the secondary. They love the way that he tackled, and of course Rubio being
all right, 2nd and 8 now after a 2-yard gain for Allen. Smith hit, throws to his intended receiver, and it is first down yardage. Watch the pressure coming up front, Chuck.
Football held on to the last minute, taking that shot, getting it to his playmaker, picking up a first down.
Rayshon Jen. Early in camp, they had Savage. They got rid of him, brought in Jenkins, and he's been playing well. Had a good game last week. So now 10. Deep drop, throws down the field. As a receiver, did he keep his feet in bounds? And that's A.D. Mitchell again. He's a guy, of course, 1 yards. Originally out of Texas, 2-time national champion, went to Georgia. Sauce Gardner, that was a big trade last year, and he's one of the guys they put
around. Easy completion on the out route there. Not sure exactly what Dean saw, but that's one they're going to come back to for sure if he's not able to clean that up.
Injured in training camp. Mason Taylor, tight end, is in the game. And this is Allen getting a couple of yards there before the Steelers get him to. Sean Elliott was one at the time. He thought that hyperextended knee, which put him out. I think he suffered against Green Bay last year. It was a tough injury, but he's come all the way back.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Secondary, he sets the tone, and whenever he was not in the game last year and missed that time, it really impacted their statistically defense.
2nd and 7 for New York. First possession of the game. They have one first down. This pass batted down. It looks like maybe Y.A. Black he's been doing well. He's a big guy, and if he occupies people in the middle, it could free up a lot of guys around him.
And Y.A. Black, he had a really good game last. The batted pass there, and I'm sure Derek Harmon's saying, I'm not used to tackling the ball carrier, or at least the receiver and the offensive lineman right there.
He got the better of Josh Myers, their center, who signed here for 2 years, $15 million last year. Originally with the packaging. We got Mitchell, Wilson, and Amari Cooper in the game now for the Jets. And this one is Mason Miller, Jason Taylor. And he makes that reception. Their number 1 tight end. Sean Elliott makes the stop.
I know he grew up, and I know they are all here representing, if not here, but they are listening to this. Nice job of separation here. Ball slightly behind Taylor. Nice job adjusting.
He did not play last week with an injury. We saw Cade Klubnik out of Clemson was their starting quarterback. He performed well. Expect to see him later in this game. A new set of down, trying to stop this drive by New York. Allen gets it, and right off the bat, he's hit there. And it's Patrick Queen.
And that is Patrick Queen right there. This is what he loves to do, come downhill and be able to meet the ball. Queen, you can see nowhere for the running back to go at this particular point. He had 55 tackles last year, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble.
Former first-round pick of the Baltimore Ravens, but now, in the final year of a deal here, he's looking to make a statement this year for sure. Number 11 after the loss. Smith looking left, throwing right. It's Braylon Allen's right there. Makes a short completion before
Peyton Wilson to take that next step. Had a good season last year, 73 tackles, 2 sacks and 1 interception. Had a tackle last week in the preseason. Wilson, so it's going to be Graham uses him in this defense.
3rd and 6. Geno Smith early going is 5 for 5 for 42 yards. First possession, 1-yard touchdown run in their game against Tampa Bay. Smith rolling right, throwing as his man. That's a first down. Wilson, who is taking on more of a leadership role, first-round pick out of Ohio State back in 2022.
That the Steelers' loss contained, was able to buy time, hitting Wilson as he adjusted on that out route sliding.
Route right there. Asante Samuel Jr. was in the vicinity, but a good throw and catch by Garrett Wilson. At the 13-yard line. Smith rolling, throwing. Open man right there. It's going to be Jelani Woods. And Jelani, guy out of the University of Virginia, scores the first points of this game on a very nice drive engineered by Geno Smith.
Now the play action, you can see Patrick wide open receiver. That's just something you can't have. Both of those two are communicating. And that's an easy touchdown for the Jets.
Was with the Colts. He was originally a third-round pick, had all sorts of injuries. 2 years with Indy, didn't put much up because of those injuries. Jason Sanders, Jets made a move. They got rid of a really good kicker last year, Nick Folk, and they brought him. And this one's going to go into the end zone, and it's going to be returned. That is Caden Region, who had that touchdown with not great field position. And that was the theme of last week's story. They had too many starting positions that were inside the 20 station. For Will Howard, the starting quarterback tonight, we're also going to see both Jalen Warren and Rico Dowdle. First time we've had a chance to see him, and then Carolina.
Yes, he does, and has experience with Mike McCarthy down in Dallas, so you know he understands this.
For 14, along with Jeremy Bernard in this one, it's Jalen Warren. First carry of this preseason, gets a couple of yards for the Jets. You know, we talk about things that go on with running backs. Is it possible someone had asked 1,000-yard rushers? Because they both have the ability to do it. It depends on how they share this responsibility.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that works. Yes, absolutely.
You saw that with Kenneth Gainwell last year. Again, it's Warren, this time going nowhere. That was her.
We talked about this was one of the keys prior to the game is getting this running game going. To have 72 yards and get the running game going, that opens up the play action game. So that's going to be something that they're going to continue to work on throughout the course of this game.
That offensive line needs to come together. Hanashore will not play here tonight. So now it's 3rd and 9. Howard fires over his intended receiver. So the Steelers will go 3 and out in the first possession of the game for Will Howard.
Now, playing the sticks, they sat right at 9 yards in anticipation of a ball thrown in front of the sticks. They played it well, overthrow.
And there's Cameron Johnston. He is the man. Had a couple of good ones last week. Trey Brown is possession. It's a good kick by Johnston. It's away from the first, and there's a penalty. It's going to go against the Jets, and that was the problem that Steelers had last week. Teams 56 yards on.
During the return, blocking the back, receiving team number 32, TV, timeout.
All right, we're going to go to a break. Jets have their second possession, leading 7-0. Saw him last week as a former Packer, now a former Jet, talking to his receivers over there. Tim Patrick, Malik McLean, the receiver. Klubnik. One possession is all they needed to see from Geno Smith, and it was a good one. 10 plays, 69 yards. He was 7 for 7 for 65 for Pittsburgh.
Klubnik now operating on a 3rd and 9, 6:20. 4th round pick in the pocket. He will throw it. And the intended target. Klubnik was dealing with some heat from Herbig.
Where only his player could potentially catch it. As a matter of fact, it hits it right in his hands as he's falling down out of bounds. I mean, honestly, but again, a nice throw where it's out of harm's way, even though you take that hit from Herbig.
Austin McNamara punting. Legion handles it at the 40, makes a move upfield, and then gets hit hard just short of the 45. Now in there at running back for Pittsburgh. It's a first down. Good opening field position. Howard is on the money to Roman Wilson for a first down of 14 yards.
Again, here you have Belton, who's in the game, number 6, and he's going to be a guy that the Jets are keeping their eye on. He's having a great camp. There's a lot of buzz about him. Will he win?
Steelers now in Jets territory at the 43. Fake the handoff. Howard on the move. Howard toss, but he's back in coverage for New York.
Solid effort, but good job by Stevens here to just push at least defense of the defensive line of the Jets to just get Howard out of the pocket and force him to throw to the left.
Dowdle came over from Carolina, had over 1,000 yards in each of the last 2 seasons. One of those, some of them. Hall, Davis, the running backs. You mentioned Sadiq, the rookie from Oregon. Michael Walker, who actually had with a knee issue. Pons, Wright, Stiggers, Sweat. All out of action.
Yeah, and you think about the 2 rookies. Pons has gotten back to practice now. He's going to be available soon. So again, some players are starting to get healthy.
3rd down and 8. And Howard is dropped.
And that's a heck of a play by that young man. Him in the preseason, and he's been around the quarterback now for 2 weeks.
High snap. Cameron Johnston is going to place it inside the 5.
You know, being able to time, and he's done a great job, and he's happy to be here. It's almost it was meant to be for him.
Wangu falls forward, not much there. Who was rewarded with a new deal in the offseason, makes that stop. The discussion that he had with Pete Carroll in regards to Geno Smith, and Pete just gave glowing reviews of what Geno was going to. Geno's talked about Frank Wright as a teacher, very demanding as an OC. Klubnik, he can use those legs and will. Klubnik finds a running lane for a first down. Eventually gets there. That's a 16-yard scamper for the Rook.
Yeah, really nice job. The pocket breaks down. Plenty of rushing touchdowns. Again, be smart, get down, don't take the hit. You see him, well, kind of want to slide. He gets caught from behind. But again, it's an escapability product that comes with his football team and his game that makes him a quarterback they really like.
Back to Wangu. Runs into a crowd, wasn't going to go down on first contact, and limiting him to a 2-yard pickup. Talked to Klubnik about Geno Smith. He said the nuances. He said that Geno is seeing things on film that the other guys in the quarterback room are not seeing, which indicates the veteran.
Think about how that's going to expedite Cade Klubnik, who is vouching for the second backup spot for this team. The kid's got 40-plus starts at major college as well.
Second down and 8. Fake the handoff. Klubnik. He's just going to chuck it downfield.
Laying pocket, right? They're probably talking about that.
I mean, there was nobody there from New York.
There surely wasn't. Pretty good arm strength, though. Yeah, he 100% did not get outside the pocket, but again, he's able to throw the ball away.
Offense. Now, it will be third down.
And you may want to ID Jenkins, right? We've called his name out twice there, excuse me. And they're not able to kick out at the right tackle position. He doesn't get outside the box. There is no receiver there. I get it. He's trying to retreat out of there. Not enough time, though, with Jenkins in his face.
And the Jets are staring at a third. Puts a mustard on it. Hits Isaiah Williams. The ball comes free. Jets are trying to scramble to and face fourth down.
A lot of talk about Isaiah Williams, right? Potentially being the 3 receiver. And these are moments where you have to have the trust. You got to tuck that ball away. It's a line. There's a lot of action going on. You're going to get hit when you catch the football. So they're fortunate to get it back. But again, having that trust level, you have to build that.
Starting safety Deshaun Elliott is the one that ripped it out. McNamara had a 43-yard kick on his first attempt. No. And it is handled there by Legion. Stutter step, trying to turn the corner, and he's brought down along late. The tight end is the one who made the stop. 61-yard kick and a 12-yard return, 28-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to get Rucker for pulling behind.
Horse collar type play.
Now, it's on the side on the number. Yeah, it is a turnover.
During return, the receiving team fumbled the ball. It was recovered by the kicking team. First down, New York Jets.
Again, you see clearly on the side on the number, so it's not a horse collar. It's a good job by Rucker, and the ball pops out. McLean, does a great job. And again, you think about Chris Banjo, the special teams coordinator, how good this team was last year. So what a play.
Right into the breadbasket. Bang, bang play where the ball pops up in the air, and it was a gift. You thought, all right, maybe he grabbed underneath. He did not. Larry Smith, on an expedited review, has overturned it. That the question, did he have possession?
You see the ball's in the air. He's trying to grab it. It's on his body. 1, 2.
No, second one.
Okay. You're happy with that, and you know he has no idea that ball's going to pop up in the air. So he made a great effort to do it. But hustling to the football, those are little things. Drafted rookie at that for the Jets and McLean.
All the highs and lows on one special teams play. Bowling ball of a running back. And that's going to be the final play of this opening quarter. Forward progress.